Hi everyone, I'm EG Braden CM, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a lot of really cool stuff that was just released last week and actually today. So let's get started. The very first thing I want to start off is I want to tell everyone who has an Xbox One that tomorrow there is an Xbox One update. It is the first update since launch of the console. Now this update, unlike any future update, will have to be manually accepted, not downloaded. Microsoft was very clear that you have to accept the download. Now this update that comes out tomorrow does a couple things. One of them is it adds the battery level indicator back to the menu system, which for some reason they removed. I don't know why, but checking your battery of your controller is now possible starting tomorrow after the update. The next thing is also the ability to manually manage the storage space on the hard drive. This was another huge issue because, one, it's a small hard drive, and two, you can't actually see how it's handled. You can't move stuff, you can't delete stuff, but now after tomorrow's update, you will be able to do that. So that's tomorrow. You will have to manually do it, and it does enable, if you have it turned on, that any future update, like the one that I'll be speaking to you about shortly, is done automatically. That was one of the big selling things when the Xbox One was first announced, and this update enables that feature. The next update is March 4th, and this one Microsoft is slating to be a Titanfall preparation update. Now, after tomorrow's update, this will be done automatically. You don't have to download it, you don't have to accept it. It's easy, it's quick, it's painless. That's exactly what we want. The update, what it does is this is the big one that we've been waiting for since we were able to actually see the whole interface. Titanfall is really like a multiplayer game, and Microsoft has gone out saying that, and I quote, many new features and improvements, most significantly to the Xbox One party and multiplayer systems. Now I'm hoping that they just kind of scrapped the current party system, which is garbage, and brought it back to the Xbox 360 sense, where you don't have to close and open snap and unsnap just to get somebody. The turn on party chat is on by default, and the joining party when you're in a game, it doesn't pull you from a game, and it's just confusing right now. So that is March 4th, because Titanfall comes out on March 11th, and that actually brings us right to my next thing, which is Titanfall. If you've ever watched some of the alpha ones, the alpha leaked videos, which I mentioned a couple weeks back, the Titanfall, both your pilot and the Titan, you'll notice they don't destroy the walls. So you're thinking, okay, you got this giant mech guy with missiles and guns and everything, and you can't destroy a wall? One of the developers went out on Twitter and described why that's not possible. Basically, it just didn't really add anything to the game. He was never really missing that feature, and they don't base Titanfall on other games that have the bullet penetration. Big one that comes to mind is obviously Call of Duty and Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 being able to actually destroy the wall completely, like just obliterate it. They haven't said that it won't ever come to a title that they make, but for Titanfall, it will not be there, so we just kind of have to deal with it. But that's not too bad. Titanfall comes out on March 11th in North America and March 14th in the UK on the PC, Xbox 360, and on the Xbox One. Now, the next two pieces of information, I'm going to give like a disclaimer right here. Do take them for what they are. They're just rumors. They're probably going to be far-fetched from what they are, but it's the first stuff that we've really heard about the next Call of Duty. So the next Call of Duty is not going to be by Treyarch, not going to be by Infinity Ward. It's going to be by Sledgehammer Games. Now, a lot of people think, well, who is Sledgehammer Games? They actually helped Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 3, which was an alright game. Nothing like Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare. That was downright amazing. Modern Warfare 3 was decent. It had its good things, it had its bad things, much like any other Call of Duty. Now, the first thing, it has gone out and saying that Sledgehammer has said that the next Call of Duty is going to be primarily a next-gen first development. Basically what that means is a lot of games right now are being developed for the 360 and the Xbox One, or Xbox 360 ported to the Xbox One and vice versa, with some exceptions out there. Now, this game will probably come out next fall, which the console would already be a year old, but this game is going to be made for the new consoles first, PS4, Xbox One. That's how they're being designed around that architecture, those features, those resources, Xbox 360, PS3s, they're taking a cold shoulder to the next Call of Duty. So that kind of means that we should see a lot of cool new things coming out of this. So we don't have to be stuck in the old, mundane, last gen sort of stuff. People keep calling Xbox One next gen. No, it's current gen now. Current gen. It's out. We use it. It's done with. Xbox 360 was last gen. End of story. The last thing I want to talk about is this leaked details of the Call of Duty game. Now this is where my disclaimer kind of flashes in giant red words. So basically what it's saying is the storyline. The game is set in 2018 as a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 3, with the game taking place across Europe and Asia. Captain Price are set to make a return as the two main lead characters and will return to their roles in the British SAS. SAS will play a major role in this campaign, rumors has it. And one of the big things that a lot of people are like, whoa, no way, that the Shadow Company will make a return as the main threat in the game. Which, if you think back, when General Shepard had a pretty large group of soldiers loyal to his command, Shepard is alive, he escaped here following the ending of Modern Warfare 2, and that he'll make a return back in this next Modern Warfare as the main villain. Now, who knows if that's actually true? I doubt it is, but there's some first details of what the game could be. So for gaming news, that's really all I really have for you. I just wanted to get this out. There's lots of new news. I will hit up everybody again in the coming weeks with another update regarding both our News and Evolution Gaming and some more Xbox related news. Thanks for listening.